Hello everyone, it's Dave from Eerie Arachnids. Yes, I am still alive, and yes, I am finally doing another video where I'm actually talking and not just showing spiders with music. Where I've been, not really important. We'll get into all that at a future date. Just let's chalk it up to being busy. So anyway, I got some new stuff in, and I thought I'd do a video because I enjoy baboons so much. I got 5 new ones, but I wanted to start with this. This spider has only been in this enclosure for a little over a month. This is my Serraticaris darlingi, and you could see what happened here. It got all molded up. I had no idea. This is dry substrate. It was dry when it went in. The enclosure was completely cleaned and washed. So I don't know what happened here, but you could see that, she's coming up there. I'm hoping this is a she. Needs to molt as well. So I'm afraid to move her again because of that need to molt, but I think I'm going to get this cleaned out. I just can't stand seeing all that mold. If it was surface, I would just scoop it out, move it around, no big deal. But being that deep down, and there's more on the other side where the burrow is, so I am going to get her out and rehouse her. But yeah, so I want to show you that first, and then let's get to the meat of the topic, which is the 5 new stuff, 5 new spiders, 5 new baboons I got in from Austin Spears at 03 Arachnids. Go check him out. He's got a Facebook page. That's 03 Arachnids. He's got some good stuff. He always gets great imports in. Takes pretty good care of his animals. Is pretty prompt with shipping, and a great guy to work with. So knows a lot about the hobby and has bred some really cool things too. So let's get into the crux of everything here, and I'll be right back. Okay, so as I said, you're not going to be able to see the spiders as of right now. At least I don't believe so. These are the enclosures that we have. So the top 2 are in baseball enclosures. So you can see my ring light going on there. I don't like that. It's been a while since I videoed, so I'm not really set up to do any of this stuff. Most of my stuff I kind of moved around, but we're going to wing it. I was going to do it with the flash, but I didn't know how long I would talk, and sometimes I get long-winded, and I haven't talked in a long time. So anyway, we got 5 new spiders here. This one here is a Harpactira tigrina. This one here is a Pterinochilus species Arusha. These are about 1 inch, right around that area. Then we have a Harpactira overdijki. I hope that's how I pronounce it. That's a very difficult word to say. It's Overdjeki. So I'm not sure if the D is silent or the J is silent, or if anything is silent there. But yeah, so that's kind of new. Probably the biggest of the 3 that are down here. That came in probably a little, maybe 1 3/8 inch, 1.25 inches, maybe 1.5 inches at the most. This guy's the one that held us up. We should have got these last week, but this one decided it wanted to molt before then. So this is the Pterinochilus, as you could see, the lapalala. And over here we got a new Pterinochilus murinus locale. This is the Kenya locale. So how much different these are than the other ones, we'll find out as they get bigger, I guess. So I mean, I've done some baboon videos in the past. I believe I did a baboon specific feeding video, but I did want to do this new, the new species video, and we're going to try and feed them. I'm not really quite sure what's going to happen, but at least we could take a peek in on them and see how they're doing. You can see the setups from the top side, and we'll end it there. We won't do a very long video today, but at least you're going to hear me talk for a little while, so I hope you guys appreciate that. Okay, so there is the little spider right there. Hopefully you can see it okay. I'm going to try and hold the tripod. We're going to try and feed it. Oh yeah. There you go, little guy. I don't know if Austin fed it before it took off. I'm assuming he did, but yeah, this one's probably real happy to have a meal. So, let's see what it does. Already got the little bit of orange. And like orangish goldish on the backside. I hope I do better with this one than I did with the last one. Last one just didn't make it through a mold. It was one of the first baboons that I ever lost, really. I mean, I lost a couple small, real small darlingis that probably were given to me at, too early. I'm trying to get them out of that first instar, second instar to third. Just wasn't very easy for me to do at that point in time when I got him, but hopefully we'll do better with this guy. So let's move on. so we can get all 5 of these guys in here and, you know, maybe a 10-minute video or less and see what happens. Okay, this one's going to be tricky because it's liking to be up on top of the side of the enclosure there. I don't think it really has stabilized yet, but I'm going to get down. I'm going to throw a cricket in there and see if it'll go down to get it. So you can see the spiders right there. I'm not really going to chance this guy. The cricket might startle it and make it run. So we're gonna close him up so he doesn't take off on us. And if he gets down and grabs that thing, we'll bring it back. But there's a real quick shot of it. Okay, here is the Harpactira overdijki. That's what I'm going to say it. How about pronounce it? I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I may and may not be, but we're getting a little shadow from the rim of the enclosure. But you can see the spider there on the left. We'll try and feed it, and there you go. So I just put some cork bark in there, pieces to kind of form an area, and then I dug a hole. It hasn't really gone to the hole. It just kind of went underneath one of the pieces of those cork bark right there. But yeah. So we got number 2 fed, Harpactira overdijki. Really excited about this species. It's one I've looked at for a long time, and just you know, usually I saw them as juveniles. They're a little more pricey than what I wanted, but this was a good deal for this guy, so I thought let's grab it now. You know, give me the Harpactira pulchripes, the Harpactira namaquiensis, the tigrina, and the overdijki. So I have 4 now Harpactira species, which I'd like to get a few more. There's a few more that I'm eyeballing, so hopefully maybe the next time that Austin does a import, there'll be some more different Harpactira species that'll be available for me to grab. So let's get on with the other 2. Okay, this is the Harpactira tigrina. I'm not really quite sure what this little guy is. We're gonna throw a cricket in there and maybe we'll get a takedown. I think it's in between the 2 logs there in the little pre-made burrow that I did, but you can see there's a little bit of webbing. I was real close to the microphone there. Oh, there we go. That's where it was. So it was hiding behind the leaf, and we got another cute little takedown. I'm excited about this species to get a little bit larger too. They do have pretty cool coloring. Again, I really enjoy the baboon species. They really give you kind of a, not a run for your money, because I really don't believe they do. You know, you got to worry about them a little bit more than you do some other species. They're flighty. They're a run first species. They'll get a little bit more defensive as they get older and bigger and established in their home, because they're going to want to defend where they live. But as they grow, you know, I've been dealing with so many for so long. I think I'm up to like 30 baboons now, maybe even a little bit more. I'd have to count and see. I have a couple that need rehousing. My Zimbabwe, the Pterinochilus murinus Zimbabwe, one of my favorite ones, molted last week, so I'm pretty excited about that. And my 2 Kigomas are going to be moved into a softball enclosure. So those 3 are going to be 3 that need to be rehoused here real quick like. And there's a couple Asian species I need to rehouse also. One's a very pricey, very rare species. It's new in the U.S. hobby, the Cithronathus hosei, which was a gift from Allie and Jared at Pelt Friction. I was kind of stoked when I got it, because I never heard of them, and then when I realized, you know, how rare they are, it just made it even more, you know, more special. So let me get this last guy out, and then we'll end the video there, and we'll talk about some of the other things that have gone on for a little while, and maybe we'll get one that maybe this the Kenya will come out and do some happy dancing for us, so we could talk just a little bit about what's gone on over the course of the last couple months. Okay, so here is the Pterinochilus murinus Kenya locale. And if you look at the very top of your screen around the 12 o'clock area, that is where it dug itself a little burrow, and there's a little bit of webbing over there. So I'm not really quite sure we'll get this spider to come out, but we will. So yeah, some things as you're watching, you know, hopefully it'll come out and not run away up from us. But we had a lot of different things go on this year. You know, my male Grammostola pulchra Norman passed away. Also, my Ceratosaurus darlingi female passed away. These are very, very unexpected deaths. I was pretty upset. My male Ephebopus cyanathus is off on a pairing loan. He matured. And my Ephebopus rufescens matured into a male, and he's going to go to Tom Patterson here real quick on a breeding loan as well. My Brachypelma albiceps matured into a mature male, and that's with Austin Spears at 03 Arachnids right now. He's got a handful of, I think not a handful, but 3 females there that I think he's trying to pair him with. He said he did try to do a 1 pairing, and the 1 female ran him off, so he pulled them out, and I was going to try the other 2. Hopefully we'll get an update on them very soon. I paired my Davus Panaloris. I have not, she has not dropped a sack, but she's enormous. And my Homoioma chilensis that I paired did get bigger. We did candle her, and it looked like she was gravid, but nothing as of right now. Also, my Poecilotheria species Highland female, we paired with Eric Ames male, and I thought the pairing was okay. I didn't really, you know, I mean, it was real quick, as most Poecilotheria are. And then I just kind of left him cohab the rest of that day. And, you know, when I came back from dinner or wherever it was that we went to, it came back and she was munching on him. So, yeah, I'm hoping everything went well there. But, yeah, this little guy's intrigued, huh? So, yeah, there's so much other stuff. I mean, we got, I don't even know where to start, really, you know, with what's molted. You know, what we found is definitely females. Did you get it? Oh yeah, I didn't even notice. I was looking around the room. So you got another little takedown there, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I got a huntsman spider. Yes, you know that one. The Heteropodra boai, which is the Malaysian lichen huntsman spider. A really cool green looking guy. It molted once, but it looks like it's, I don't know what's going on inside there right now. Oh, I brought some rough shot up there. Let me see if you guys can see him. I don't know. I'll just bring him in front of the camera right now and see if you guys can't pick him up. It's kind of hard to focus on this because this enclosure is kind of not the greatest. There it is right there. So it molted once, and you could see on the left side there's only 3 legs, and that's how it came in. It only had 3 legs, and it molted and still only has 3 legs on that side, but kind of ferocious guy and very, very, very fast. So this one's probably due to eat, so maybe we'll throw a cricket in there and see what happens. So you guys can, I can't have you watch them. So let me pause you, and we'll get a cricket in there and see what happens. Okay, so we're going to end with the lapalala, the Pterinochilus lapalala, because the huntsman spider, the cricket just doesn't want to get off the other side of the little vial there for it to grab it. So I was tired of holding it. My arms were starting to get weak and shaky from my MD. So I didn't want to deal with, you know, you guys seeing a video where the 50-gram vial is like from top to bottom, side to side, screen all over the place. So I figured we'll end with checking out this little dude again. And you can see the way the enclosure is set up. I like the way this one's going to turn out. I really think I'm going to have a lot of fun with this spider. And I did go with bigger enclosures than I normally would for spiders this size. Usually these would probably go in either a 50-gram vial or the baseball cubes, but I decided to go ahead and hit these softball enclosures, softball display cases, and get them right in there right now and let them grow in here. So we don't have to house them as often. You know, we can get them in here, maybe get them in a transition period from this enclosure to the next, and then their final enclosure after that. Depending on where we are and you know how big they get, how quick they get big, I guess you should say. But I'm finding that these guys don't really need as much room as what everyone wants to give them. And that's a topic that we're going to talk about on a podcast that's going to be coming out real soon. Is just standard stuff in the hobby that people have these crazy misconceptions of, you know, and I don't want to call it like a myth kind of a deal, but, you know, talking about things like calcium, and people are still on the kick of, you know, you can't feed them a rodent because they'll eat all that calcium and they won't be able to molt and they won't be able to live, and they'll go on calcium overload and, you know, just crap like that. That's just so false. It was just stuff that was said a long time ago, and people just kept saying it and believed it, but no one really could prove it. To enclosure sizes, it's still a huge thing. People, and believe me, I am on the fence both ways. I could go either way with this topic on, hey, you know what, you can give them a big enclosure, and if you have the room and you want to give it to them, absolutely 100%, there's nothing wrong with that. If you have them in a smaller enclosure and they have what they need, the depth of substrate, the width, they're able to move and molt, they're able to eat, they don't need a lot of space. The enclosure is really just their burrow, basically. I mean, you're putting them in their burrow, and you put them in a larger enclosure, then you're creating now hiding spaces for them. If your spiders dig and don't try to run out of the enclosure all the time, they're perfectly content and happy. But we'll talk about all that in a podcast. I'm looking forward to doing another podcast. I haven't done one in a very long time, so I do enjoy doing those. So hopefully we can get one of those out here in the next couple of weeks. We'll throw some other topics on top of that one. I just want to get a grasp of all the things I want to say so I can be prepared for it. And check out Pelt Friction. You got to check out Pelt Friction by the 22nd of September. I'm not sure what today's date is, but I think the 22nd is Sunday, right? So you have till Sunday. They have a 25% off fall sale. There's a code on the site. Mention that you heard it here. When you do your order and when you do your directions, just say, hey, I heard about your sale on Eerie Arachnids video, and again, you'll still get your 25% off. You won't get anything special, but keep in mind when you do the 25% off, you don't get a freebie spider. So if you want the freebie instead, don't enter the code. Just pay full price for the spiders that you order, and you will get a freebie instead. So I'm going to pick up a couple things. I'm going to order them here real soon. And this will be my YouTube money that I'll pay for these guys. I think I'm going to get a Nandu Tripepe, a Nandu Chromatus, and a Ceratojaris Mariadinalis. Those are the three for sure. We might squeak one more small one in there. I don't know. But everybody get a little bit of movement there out of that guy. I just love watching spiders. Look at there. That's perfect. Like, you get that perfect little eyeballs there. We'll take a picture of that. We'll use that as the thumbnail. Did I get it? One more just in case, because I don't think quit moving. Are you done moving? No, you're not. Now you're gonna want to move because I want to take a picture. There you go. Now you're gonna do some work. I can't leave now because he's or she's doing some stuff. Yeah. Now it's just showing off. Yeah. I mean, I've had some spiders over the course of my time on YouTube that have been more popular, and of course my old Philippines Cheeto was the most popular spider I ever had, and Gramostol pulchra Norman, both which have passed away, have been my two most popular spiders. Now there hasn't really been anybody specific that's taken that spot, but this guy's putting on a show right here. So maybe this will be the new Cheeto. So maybe we'll have to come up with a name for this little one. And this is again the Pterinochilus lapalala. Yeah, it's doing some damage there. It is so interesting to watch. No, it is just absolutely cool. I mean, I've been sitting here talking for how long now, and then I decided I wanted to do work, and now I can't stop because that would be unjustful to you guys to just quit. Look at them spinnerets there, just doing what it needs to do. Yep, do what you need to do. Close yourself off, enjoy your cricket. Yep. And yeah, so again, thanks for joining me at Eerie Arachnids. Did I talk about Pelt Friction? I don't remember if I did, but if I didn't, yeah, I think I did. Please go check them out. Let them know that I sent you, and buy some stuff from them. Get some new tarantulas for the fall. Get them right before winter time here, and yeah, let me know if you guys do order stuff, what you order. That'll be kind of cool. You can put it down below, or hit me up on Facebook or Instagram. Instagram's at Eerie Arachnids, and Facebook it's David Andrzejewski. You guys should know that by now. You can find me at the Tarantula community, of course, anytime. And we'll get into some more stuff soon, real soon. I hope you enjoyed this little one here. And we'll see everybody in the near future. In the meantime, happy keeping as always. And congratulations to all those YouTube people out there that have hit some milestones over the course of the last, I don't know how many months. I don't even know, because I haven't really watched, I haven't watched much of anything. And I feel bad. I've lost touch with, some people I used to talk to an awful lot. So I need to get back into that. It's just been so hectic and so busy. So for Andy, if you're watching this, and Shanti, I used to talk to Kat a lot. All my UK friends, Rachel and Princess Sophie. I just have been, dreadfully busy and crazy. So hopefully this will get things kicked back into high gear. Probably won't. It'll just be some kind of low, cruise control gear, but at least you're getting something, right? So we'll see everybody later. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Don't work too hard. Don't party too hard. And if you're going to have a drink, have one for me, because I can't. And we'll talk to everybody real soon.